Hi everyone, it is Jen, Queen's Jen, or it's Banana Phone. That sounds really weird saying that out loud. Doing my Q&A video thing. Hopefully it will turn out well. I don't know. This is Emmy, by the way. Hopefully she will stay and not decide that she wants to join in. I just thought she would make a good addition to this video. Right, so it's 4 o'clock. I'm going to try to get this done as quickly as possible because my mom will be coming home soon, and that would be embarrassing to explain what I'm doing. So, to begin, last night, Bookmall bitch, sounds really rude, sorry, asked me a couple questions, and I managed to delete the ask. So, but I mostly remember what they were, so I will try. The first thing, the URL. So my personal URL is Queen's Jen, which is mostly just my name and my school. I'll probably have to change it at some point because I'm graduating in June after 5 years. So I'll have to think of something else. Or maybe I'll just keep it, whatever. My Ilvis one is Bart's Banana Phone, and that is because in December when they were in Toronto, Ziggy and I went to go and see them and met them. And for some reason, well, for obvious reasons, I decided that it would be hilarious to bring Bart a bunch of bananas. And then I decided that I was going to write my phone number on one of the bananas. I mean, why not, right? I'm never going to see them again. Which I did. And, you know, he never called me or texted me, but, you know, I'm sure it's coming. Maybe they just, you know, don't have phones in Norway. Could be. I'm sure it's coming. Yeah, so that's my URL. Not terribly interesting. So, after that, favorite, least favorite foods. My favorite food, much like Bord, is sushi. I could live on it for the rest of my life, which is why I gave it up for Lent this year. But I'll be able to have it on Saturday, so I'm most excited about that. Least favorite food would be, I don't know, I like a lot of foods. I don't like peppers. I really don't like them. I'm not crazy about pork. And there's this like green salad that my family makes at every like major holiday, like Christmas and Thanksgiving, and it's like pure vinegar and some kind of green stuff. They say it's Jello. I'm not convinced of that. It's disgusting. Oh, and also ambrosia, which is mandarin oranges, coconut, baby marshmallows, colored baby marshmallows, and I think mayonnaise. And it's every year I try it, I'm like, I gotta at least try it, and every year I deeply regret it. So this year perhaps I'm gonna remember. I'm not gonna eat it. Next up is favorite Ilvis music video. I'm gonna go with the Fox. Like, I know it's cliche and I know maybe we're not supposed to like it that much, but I think it's really fun, and it was the first one I saw. Yeah, and there's a really, really good story based on it. And I can't remember what it's called at the moment, but it's really, really good. You should check it out. It's on AO3, not under the Ilvis tab, but under the Fox music video. It's amazing. It really is. Check it out. The other ones, they're okay. I think the only one I really, really don't like is Devet Duet Det Erjul. It's just a little bit too weird for me. Emmy's tired. Yeah, so I kind of skipped that one. Oh, baby. So next is the tiny ears of the Ylvisåker clan. They're a little weird, but they're pretty cute too. I'll leave it at that, and it's kind of really all I can think of to say about that. Bjarte. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce Bjarte. I think he's really funny, and I think he's incredibly good-natured. It does make me a little worried about how close he's getting to the fandom and how close we're getting to him, because I think we need to be a little careful about how close we get and about the things we say. Just because the guys have said that, or made it clear that they don't want their family getting too close to the fans, which is totally understandable. So I do encourage discretion when it comes to interacting with him, especially with these new live streams. I'm not sure what to think about those. They're funny, but at the same time, I can see it going wrong. Tape or glue? I'm not sure what that question was about, but I will say that last year I made a scale model of the Parthenon out of crochet, and hot glue saved my ass many, many, many times, because I'm terrible at measuring. So that's all from Bookmall Bitch. I will move on to this was from the Palincles Love Child. And it's, if you couldn't have chosen a banana to write your phone number on, what piece of fruit would have done the job? And I kind of agonized over this, because bananas are just so, like, they're the perfect shape, and they're the perfect texture. So I was thinking apple, but then that kind of has the unfortunate mythological connotations, you know, the whole Snow White thing. But that's a red apple, isn't it? You know, orange is kind of porous, and I'd be worried about the marker leaking through and then like ink poisoning, so that would be not ideal. So yeah, and then I came up with green apple. I think green apple would work well, although it would render the apple inedible, because unless you peeled it, I guess. I don't know. I don't eat apples. I don't really like apples. So, yeah, I assume. Let's just say apple, green apple. Lastly, is about a subject dear to my heart, because it's basically what I do in this fandom, and that is fan fiction. And this question is by Humbai, or Humbai. I'm really sorry. I hope I got that right. And she said, what do you think is the appeal of HC Hurt Comfort fanfics? And what draws me to them? And it took a while for me to think of the answer to this. And I think for me is that when I write, it's a way to break down barriers, and a way to make vulnerable a character who wouldn't otherwise be, which leads to a deeper I'm not sure what I'm trying to say. I'm really bad at articulating myself. It leads to, well, I don't want to say the bro feels, but yeah, that's basically what it is. And yeah, so that's basically what it is for me. I honestly, I don't know, because I've always been into it. I've been reading and writing fan fiction since I was around 11, starting with Star Trek, so it's like 16 years for me now. I've done other things in that time. I've done original too. I mean, I haven't spent all my time doing fan fiction. Yeah, so for me that's what it is, and I've just always been into it. And then bonus round, talk about your writing, anything you want to say. Okay. I will say that the Elvis fandom is the most I've written for a single fandom, I think, ever. I think I'm up to like 46,311 words just on AO3, and then plus more that's on Tumblr. Which is a lot. I've done NaNoWriMo a lot of times, and that's like basically a whole NaNoWriMo, although it's spread over a number of months, so it's not quite the same. Oh, my screensaver came on there. Just talk about your writing. What can I say? I have 2 multi-chapters in the works. One is a continuation in the finale to the Always series. Not sure how that series even came about. It just it honestly just kind of popped into my head one day, like, hey, what? Bart is always eating. Why not? The second one was something I thought up after I finished reading Deployed, which absolutely broke me. That story. I don't know what it was about it. Well, okay, I do know what it was about it, but it almost made me feel an emotion, which was frightening and hasn't occurred in many years. So that was disturbing. Yeah, so then I kind of started thinking about it. It's not the same situation or anything like that. Not a ripoff, I don't think. But I think it'll be. It will be. Well, it'll be something. And so yeah, I used to have a big problem with RPF. Obviously, I don't anymore. As long as there's certain restrictions in place, like I don't think we should put their families in, just because their families are not in the public spotlight, and Ylvis, at least as I write them, are characters based on based on how they present themselves on TV, and which their families are not. And they've made it pretty clear that they don't want their families involved in their professional life. So that's my reasoning behind that. Talk about my writing. I don't know what else to say, really. I don't. It's not really a conscious thing when I write. It's just kind of, once I really get going, it's just kind of like open the document and go. Especially when I'm writing the more lighthearted, humorish type stuff. Don't really agonize over that as much as I do the angst stuff. Possibly why I kind of write more lighthearted stuff. I'm terrible at taking prompts. I like to get the prompts, but I'm really bad at filling them for some reason. But I try. And I'm terrible at, terrible at responding to comments, although I try and I'm trying to get better about it. It's not personal. It's just me sucking at responding to comments. Yeah. There was something else I was going to say. Oh, yeah. Don't forget that the Kink meme exists. I run it. Haven't got any prompts in a few weeks, and haven't got any fills in like a month or 2. So definitely check that out. I will try to think up some stuff to post. Hopefully get that going over the summer. So I think that wraps this up. Thank you for watching. Hopefully it was interesting and entertaining, and you enjoyed seeing my dog, who is, I think, getting bored and tired. So I'll wrap this up. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.